in economics actually, but after that I moved into railways, and essentially my history over the last few decades has been being involved with bigger and bigger projects in London. So building railways, light railways, heavy rail extensions, the Olympics, which was really, really exciting in 2012, and now perhaps the biggest of the lot, Europe's biggest infrastructure project, Crossrail. Well, Crossrail today is around 80% complete. That sounds like we've done a lot. As the operations director, I'm acutely conscious that you might say the last 20% is the most difficult. So the tunnelling is completed. That's all done, was done back in 2015. At present, we're fitting out the tunnel with the systems, the rails, the overhead power systems, the communications and signalling systems necessary. We're taking delivery of the new trains, really exciting, and looking forward to bringing it all together over the next couple of years. The thing about railways is they're arguably quite easy to build in outside major towns and cities. That's not necessarily true of the Middle East. We were learning about, some of the environmental challenges in the Middle East. But in terms of space planning, easy to build a railway almost in a field. Very difficult to build railways across cities, which is why increasingly in Europe, we do it almost exclusively below ground. Building railways underground is all then about logistics, about access. So the challenge is all about how you get things into the tunnel, create the tunnel, fit out the tunnel in the right order, essentially using a very small number of holes for access to the whole railway. So that's the fundamental challenge of building something that big, that important, right across the middle of London. Probably got a few stages to it. The first thing you have to do is plan very carefully indeed. The harder you plan, the better the outcome will be. If you just go in and kind of make it up as you go along, you almost guarantee failure. So planning, and you're forced to plan quite carefully to get the powers, the construction powers from Parliament to build a project like Crossrail in the UK. Then working out the details of the logistics very carefully so you know what hours you need to get things done, how things are going in. Working with neighbours, people around. We have in the middle of London, in the middle of places like Mayfair, auction houses, art galleries, sitting alongside major construction sites, working with them, listening to what they've got to say, listening to what their views are, scheduling things around some of their needs is key to building successfully and building while keeping your reputation in a dense urban environment. It's all about planning to start with. It's all about knowing what you're going to do. We have a detailed testing and commissioning strategy, testing and commissioning plan, work out what we need, what our standards are, what the processes are we've got to go through in 6 months' time, in a year's time, in 18 months' time, so that we can have the people, the resources, the paperwork, because a lot of getting a railway into service is all about bringing together all the evidence to show that it works and it works safely. So all about planning now, and then over the next 18 months or so, all about delivering that plan to the day, to the letter, to be ready for December 2018. Well, Middle East Rail's a really good opportunity to share ideas, to learn about what other people are doing, wide range of projects, really long distance railways, fast railways, metros, tremendous range. Also visit the conference, visit the stands, the exhibitors, see what other people are doing. So it's all about learning from each other. That's how we do things better.